Greetings, everybody. This is Andrew. I wasn't planning on doing this until later, but I've just been watching a bunch of stuff about what's coming with DC, and I just had to go ahead and do it. So, originally I was just planning on talking about Batman here, but I've got to say there's some really cool stuff coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about all of this. But I will go ahead and start with the original plan and talk about Batman. Most specifically, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now, I have to say, it's about damn time DC got around to doing this. I mean, they've had Batman movies for years, they've had Superman movies for years. They did the Green Lantern movie, which flopped. I liked it. There were a few things I would have changed about it, but overall, I thought it was pretty cool. But apparently they're going to redo Green Lantern in the upcoming stuff, so okay, I can accept that. Kind of bugs me. They had a perfect setup for Sinestro, the Sinestro Corps and all that, but whatever. Anyways, I have seen a lot of talk about Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, about the trailer. And the main buzz seems to be about the suit with the message from Joker painted on it. If you look closely, you can see the R logo. This implies that it is Robin's suit. There has been a lot of conjecture among fans about which Robin. Now, a lot of people seem to think, I forget names, I've got a bit of a headache actually, so forgive me. I know them, but my brain just doesn't want to come up with them right now. But a lot of people are thinking that this is either the second or third Robin. And I've got mixed feelings on that. On one hand, it's cool if DC is finally going to advance the Batman timeline in film. I mean, yeah, that would be awesome. But on the other hand, I want to see everything that got us there. I mean, what the hell if it's... Okay, I doubt they would go so far as to have this be Damian Wayne. But Tim Drake, I think, is the one that a lot of people are hypothesizing this will be. And all I can say to that is, what the hell? We didn't get to see the stuff with how Dick Grayson joined and left Batman. Jason Todd, that's the other one that I'm seeing people think this might be. We didn't see what happened with Jason Todd, and even if it was Jason Todd's Robin suit, again, what the hell? We didn't see how it got there. And as this is from Batman vs. Superman, well, there's already so much story going on there that you know it isn't going to be telling the full story of Batman. Batman meets Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson becomes Robin. Dick Grayson stops being Robin. Jason Todd meets Batman. Jason Todd becomes Robin. Jason Todd stops being Robin. Tim Drake meets Batman. Tim Drake becomes Robin. No, it's not going to cover all of this in the one film. I mean, I'm sure there will be flashbacks covering the most significant parts to what's going on. But I want to see the whole story. There is so much story to Batman. What the hell? So, I mean, yes, kudos to DC for finally bringing their franchises together. They've needed to for ages. But, I kind of gotta say, what the hell, guys? You really needed to give us the backstory first. Batman needed at least one or two more movies first. Even if they weren't going to reset the Batman universe again, which supposedly they are. It's kind of a shame because I actually really liked the Christian Bale Batman movies. I was wary at first. I wasn't that big of a Christian Bale fan. I'm still not really, but he was a pretty decent Batman. So, but even if they weren't going to reset the universe again, it still needed to show how Robin joined him and all that. Now, if the Christian Bale movies had never happened and they were taking this as a continuation of the original Batman franchise, we did see Robin in the person of Chris O'Donnell join Batman. Now, if they're going back to that, then I really don't know what to say to that. I mean, it would have been cool before the Christian Bale ones were made, but now we've had a whole new Batman trilogy with the Batman universe reset. Excellent films, all three of them. And they want to turn around and just suddenly go back to the others like these new ones ever happened? I don't know. Whatever. But, I mean, I guess we'll find out next year what they have going on. Then there's Suicide Squad, which that looks like it might actually be pretty interesting. I mean, looked like we had the Joker and Harley Quinn. I can't even remember who else. But I'm definitely going to be checking that one out too. Now, I've also seen a little bit of talk about why aren't they including Stephen Amell's Arrow and Grant Gustin's Flash in the films. Well, I have mixed feelings on that as well. On one hand, it would be so freaking awesome to have the movies tie in with the universe that is being built up on CW television. That would just be so cool. On the other hand, though, it would just be so hard logistically, because if you tie in the CW shows, then you've got to go tie in the other TV show, Gotham. And Gotham seems to be a modern-day retelling of the history of Batman. So, it can't really tie in unless they're setting this Batman versus Superman in the future to make the timeline fit. Because Bruce Wayne is just a kid in Gotham. So, making Gotham tie in with the movie, they would have to have the movie, especially with Ben Affleck as Batman, yes, I said Ben Affleck. I could explain that later. But with him as Batman, that means that this would have to be, oh, a good 40 to 50 years, probably. I don't know how old Ben Affleck is. I don't care. I never liked him. But but just from his appearance, I'd have to guess he's 40 to 50 years older than the kid playing Bruce Wayne on Gotham. So that would mean that Batman versus Superman would have to be 40 to 50 years after Gotham. So the time just doesn't fit. And then on top of that, the logistics, even if they could work it out somehow, the logistics of it would just be so hard because the movie studio would have to stay in constant contact with both the Fox people and the CW people and the writers for all four projects. Six projects, actually, but that I will come back to. But the writers on all of the different projects would have to stay in constant communication to make sure no one of them writes anything that conflicts with the others. Now, I have to admit, a tie-in between the CW shows and Gotham would be really cool. I mean, and they've got a in to do it with Ra's al Ghul having shown up on on Arrow. I mean, so that would be really cool. But again, I don't see it happening. Cross network crossovers are just like impossibly rare. So, but crossing over all of the shows with the movies, the logistics of it are just so insane that it's got a snowball's chance of hell happening. Not to mention that they've already announced different casting in the movies for The Flash. And, well, I don't think they've announced who their Green Arrow will be for the movies, but you can be pretty sure it won't be Stephen Amell. Now, I do have hopes for somewhere down the line in the next 10, 15 years, something akin to Infinite Crisis or Crisis on Infinite Earths from the comic books, where we could have the movie Superman and Batman and Flash and Green Arrow and all them fighting alongside the alternate versions from the TV shows. I mean, by then, the kid Bruce Wayne on Gotham will have grown up and become Batman. And, I mean, just think about this. This could be really cool. And then you could bring back Tom Welling from Smallville as Superman in another alternate Earth. And I can't think of the guy that played him. But, oh yes, there's been a lot of talk that Tom Welling might show up on The Flash as Superman. If so, it won't be the Superman that we came to know and love through the course of Smallville. That's already been established as a different timeline because there was a different Oliver Queen as a different Green Arrow. It's not the same one. That's why I was kind of wary of Arrow at first, because I was a Smallville fan, And I had gotten to know Oliver Queen as, I don't know the actor's name, but the guy that was Oliver Queen and the Green Arrow on Smallville. And now they start this new series, but instead of bringing him back, they reset the universe. So there was no Smallville connection or any of that. So even if they decide to bring Superman into the Flash, one, they probably wouldn't get Tom Welling again because people would expect him to be the same Superman as he was at the end of Smallville. Two, even if they did, it's not. It's not him. He is still Superman, but he is not that Superman. So, now I am pleased that they're bringing in Jay Garrick. Now, does this mean they might introduce all or at least more of the Justice Society? Because I'm a big fan of Justice Society. I really like them. So, with the appearance of Jay Garrick, I am hopeful. Maybe we'll see Hawkman. Maybe we'll see... Well, actually, Hawkman has already been confirmed. Because Hawk Girl, or Hawk Woman, whatever she is, I don't remember offhand. Again, headache. But she is a confirmed main character in the upcoming DC's Legends of Tomorrow. This looks awesome. I mean, we've got the Atom. We've got White Canary, which is Sarah coming back. I'm not sure how they're going to work that. I mean, the preview showed her emerging from some pool or spa or bath or something. I can only guess that this is a Lazarus pit. But she has been dead for an entire season of Arrow. She was put in her grave at the beginning of Season 3. She's been dead for a whole season. So how are they going to work this? The Lazarus Pit will only work if someone is put there within a very short time after their death. It has to be a Lazarus Pit. But how? I mean, my first thought was Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Nyssa, I think it was, something like that, might have taken her body and used Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus Pit to revive her. But by the time Nyssa found out that Sarah was dead, she had been dead for at least a few episodes, so it would already have been too late. Unless they are completely reworking the Lazarus Pits for the TV universe. Which, gotta admit, that is a possibility. But still, I'm curious. But, let's see, then there's Captain Cold. Cool. And Firestorm. I love the way they did Firestorm on The Flash. That was just awesome. And that they're going to make him a main character on this Legends of Tomorrow. Yes. Yes, I am all for it. Very cool. Can't think of who else offhand. But that one I'm definitely going to watch. And then there's CW Seed's new animated one, Vixen, which is also going to tie in with the live-action shows of Arrow and Flash. In fact, Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin are doing voices for their respective characters on Vixen. And there's talk about having Vixen appear in the 2 live-action shows at times. So, yeah, I am not familiar with the character of Vixen, really, but I watched the preview for the animated show, and that looks like it will actually be pretty cool. So, I'm going to be checking that out. That one, as I understand it, will be online only. It's not going to appear on the actual CW TV channels. So I will just have to remember to look for it when it's supposed to be this autumn that it comes on CWC.com, I think is the website. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to watch for that one. I'll have to remember to keep an eye out for it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think DC is screwed up and not crossing over the TV shows with the movies? Do you think they have decided to go back to the old Batman movies and ignore Christian Bale's films? Or do you think that this is completely resetting the Batman universe and it will be unrelated to any Batman movies we've ever seen? What do you think of Suicide Squad? What do you think of what do you think of Jay Garrick joining the Flash? What do you think of Vixen? What do you think of Legends of Tomorrow? What are your thoughts? What do you think of Oliver Queen finally becoming the Green Arrow on Arrow? There's so much going on with DC in the next couple years. So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to? What do you think they should have done different? Do you think there should have been more Batman movies first to explain how we got to the point in the Batman story that it looks like we're at in Batman vs. Superman? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. And, well, just keep your eyes and ears open. I'm sure that we'll hear more at some point. And, of course, the movies are coming out next year. And new seasons of Arrow and The Flash are coming this fall. Legends of Tomorrow is either this fall or early next year. Vixen is this fall. So, I guess we'll find out when all these things premiere, but it's still cool to hear thoughts and conjecture in the meantime, even if it ends up way off base. I also just saw something confirming that Wally West is going to be showing up on The Flash. Now, who will he be? Brother of Barry's girlfriend, I guess. I can't think of her freaking name. That's driving me nuts. But will he be her brother, cousin? Obviously not her brother, or he would have been around all those years that Barry was living in the West's home. So he's got to be a cousin or something. Barry probably knows him. But is he already a speedster? Or are we going to see how he becomes a speedster? We're definitely having at least 3 speedsters on there in season 2. I mean, we've already got Barry Allen. And we already know for a fact that Jay Garrick is showing up, which was hinted at in the season finale on season 1 when we saw Jay Garrick's helmet. And we know Zoom is coming. Truth be told, I don't really know much about Zoom. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I don't know. Will Wally West be a speedster before season 2 is over? Is he already? Who knows? Only time will tell. So, anyways, that's my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments. And just wanted to thank everyone for watching. At this point, I was looking about an hour ago before I was looking at all this DC stuff, and I found out that my videos collectively have over 80 views. That is so cool. Thank you guys for watching. It means a lot to me. So, stick with me. There will be a lot more good stuff to come. I'll talk about anime, I'll talk about DC, of course. I might talk about Marvel. I don't really know the Marvel universe that well. Mostly all I know about Marvel is from the movies. I will do a Spider-Man video at some point, because I have a lot of thoughts on Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Oh, I'm not even going to get started on it right now. That's a whole other conversation. So, but, yeah, I'll probably do a Marvel video at some point. And who knows what all I'll talk about. Maybe I'll make a video showing you how to make the perfect ham sandwich. Once I get the right stuff to make it. At this point, I don't. I was pretty close earlier, but I didn't have the right bread for the perfect ham sandwich. Anyways, there are plenty more videos to come, so stick around, click the subscribe button, and come watch all of them. For the moment, though, I guess I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching.